Hello, y'all. Welcome to Turo University. My name is Conrad Layn. I'm going to go over my belief that Turo prices will be dropping. I know that might not be the best news, but there's always a solution and a strategy mitigation technique you can always implement. I am an insurance mitigation specialist, so I'm going to help with actually how to offset this because it's bound to happen and definitely going to, in my personal opinion, from my stats, prices are going to be going down. So we're about to have a little crash, but that's normal in business. Business can be volatile. But anyways, the reason for this, and then I'll give you guys a solution. The reason the prices are going to start going down is because it's bound to happen, in my personal opinion. The reason why, there's there's a lot of money in the economy right now, and it's drying up. Maybe there'll be more money that'll be added in. Maybe more people will get more money, but a lot of unemployment, a lot of other government benefits, and just excess disposable income is pretty much obsolete at this point, or very, very limited. And it's bound to happen. Usually, in my personal opinion, and the old cliche saying goes, what goes up must come down. That's true to stocks, business. You usually get to a point in all matters and you come down and it goes back up. That's usually kind of how the market goes, in my personal opinion, just from studying history. But anyways, so in regards to Turo, so you have to remember, Turo itself, I love Turo. I'm a huge fanboy of Turo. I think it's a blue ocean company, new in theory and execution, and a great opportunity for a lot of us. But this is the thing, this is the fact, is at the end of the day, this is a time frame where this has been a whole new environment. We all know that. And a lot of people have become accustomed to getting money, which this is not meant to be political. It's not right or wrong. It's neither to me. I'm just simply stating the facts. A lot of people are at home getting money and they have a lot of extra money, a lot of income, which is great for a lot of people. A lot of people have a lot of earned income. But once that gets cut off, they have to either A, return back to work, and a lot of them already become accustomed to the life of being at home and making money and basically really earning that, what some people call passive income. So the problem is, since there's less money in the economy, since a lot of people have to go back to work, when you go back to work, you start watching your money a little bit more carefully. Even if you mismatch money, you don't have as much money as a lot of people are earning anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000, some even $5,000 per month for sitting at home. Very different, even earning that same amount and working for it, because you put your sweat into it. It hurts more. You have to get up early in the morning. You have to take a shower. You have to go clock in, you clock out, and deal with maybe bosses and politics, etc., etc., etc. So that money is a lot more harder to make, and it's actually costs more of your time to earn, even if it was the same amount. But this is the thing, though, most people won't make that amount, and they were making the money easily. So when you make money easily, typically it's just how it is. Oftentimes it's easier to spend money that easily comes in. It's a human psychological part of how we react to receiving something that doesn't really cost us much or anything. When you work for it, it's kind of like when you're hungry and you went out to go kill something in the wild, or go cultivate the land and crops and everything. It hurts to see if the crops got burnt by a fire, for example. It hurts to see that someone stole your food that you worked for. Very different when someone gives you food. Yes, it can hurt, but the thing is that once you actually lose the benefit that's been given to you by someone else, it could hurt, but it hurts a lot more when you always work for it. So that's the state of psychology. Understand the psychology. And the psychology is that since a lot of people are not earning the same income and they have to go to work and clock in, a lot of people won't want to spend that money on higher price rentals or shared car economy, or whatever you want to call it, whatever vernacular you want to use. So psychologically, at this point, like luxury cars, maybe exotic cars, or cars that are just priced high, even if they are commuter cars, the prices must come down. They came up, they must come down. And in my personal opinion, I've watched a lot of different videos, and there's a lot of great creators that say that the prices will go back to 2020 or 2019. I actually believe the prices will go back to 2017 to 2018. Yes, that's pretty far back. The reason is because everything that happened, it's an inflated market in general, not just in Truro, just in general. What I truly believe is that we're basically seeing a future price of Turo. Let me explain. A future price, meaning the price we're at now, from my calculations, and this is just my calculations, and there's a lot, this is multifactorial, meaning there's a lot of different factors, and I might be wrong, but maybe there's facts I haven't conceived or even comprehended. But from my research and just reverse engineering and the stats of the years, we'll be at this price point. This is a great price point, right? And we'll get even further than this, but this is about 4 to 5 years in the future. If Turo does well, especially since they filed confidentially as, for IPO status, which is initial public offering to become traded on the stock exchange as a public company, they're gonna be growing. If they do grow, they're gonna be growing, and I think we will be at this price one day. We're just not there yet, right? The reason we're at this price now is due to inflation, in my personal opinion, and a lot of different factors in disposable income and a lot of things going on in politics, politically speaking. And this isn't meant to be political. But I think we will get to these prices about 4 to 5 years from now. But at this point, it's due to inflation. It's not because the valuation of the company, even though it has a high valuation, in my personal opinion, just from doing research. And I have a whole series called Turo IPO Journey. You can follow the links below. I left a few playlists. Actually, I left 3 playlists below. One for Turo IPO Journey to go over this intrinsic value of Turo from my research and my opinions. I also am a stock investor as well, for those that you know or don't know. I left another playlist that's going to make a lot of sense about Layn Turo University and Layn Hyre University, which is going to make a lot of sense at the end of this video. Very valuable 3 gems down. I left some jewels on y'all, and that's free to you guys. Check it out, and it's going to go in deep concept and theory and how to make a lot of money. I'm also a power host, so I know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I digress. Back to topic. Anyways, so the point is this. When you get to the point where in this economy, we're actually at a point where we're in the future, meaning the amount we're making is due to inflation. But I do truly believe in the intrinsic value of Turo's valuation, that they're going to go up. More people are going to learn about us. A lot of people still don't know about Turo. It's kind of like how Airbnb was. Airbnb blew up. Now it's become a daily, basically a daily need at this point. Not even a want. It's something that's just a part of life now. That's what I think Turo is going. I think it's going that direction. A lot of us, a lot of millennials, or people titled as millennials, aren't purchasing cars for a lot of different reasons. Often, life doesn't support cars in a lot of different territories. A lot of people feel just, hey, why pay registration and deal with the headache if I just rent the car? Like, why buy it when you can rent it? That's kind of like where we're kind of going to, in my personal opinion. So Turo has a place in that. So what I think is, since it will become more of an everyday livelihood, a need, I think the price will come down because it'll become a need. You know what I mean? It'll become a need, and people don't always want to rent the Ferrari for everyday livelihood to go to work. So at that point, I do believe that they'll actually have more programs, and Turo, just kind of like Uber has work programs and different ways that, like, the employers can purchase like credits, or there's like programs. Also, dealerships use Uber and Lyft to transport. It's become a daily life need, pretty much. So that's, I think Turo's going that direction. I think that's the future for my research I've done and studying a lot of their valuations. But I think that will affect us in a great way. But I think the price will have to come down, but it'll sustain itself and it'll correct itself, and it'll still be profitable for us. We'll just have to get used to lower price for a time being, because a lot of people won't have the disposable income. A lot of people have to go back to work for, or just won't have the money. And if they're still unemployed, they have no income coming in. And so the prices will have to come down. And then as time goes on, in my perspective, I think the prices will go back up and even surpass what the prices are today, but it'll just take time. Right now, we're basically stepping into like 4 to 5 years in the future based on where the valuation of the prices are, which is phenomenal. Take advantage of the opportunity. So to offset that, I do think the prices will go down. I could go on and on for hours about this. Don't want to take too much of your time. Sorry, I already took in so much. You have to start getting really great at extras. And that's where I left the other 2 playlists. I left 3 playlists in total. One about Turo IPO Journey down below. I left one also in regards to Layn Hyre University. Hyre is another way you can offset. And anytime, say, the prices fluctuate on Turo, you offset, and you put yourself in different platforms. I've done that. I actually started off as a Hyre car owner. I never wanted to actually do Turo until I started seeing that it will actually make sense of my business strategy and execution. So then I actually became part of the Turo platform as well. But I actually started on Hyre car much before. I already had 10 cars on Hyre car before I even got to Turo. So by that point, I saw that I wanted to invest in a company and put my actual vehicles on there that was different, so I could diversify. The same way I do with my stocks. I typically try to invest in stocks or REITs that are different in nature, so that if one goes up, the other one can offset it. If one goes down, one can offset and go up. If one goes up, the other one goes down. Of course, I want to profit all across the board, but I try to limit and mitigate my risk. Like I said, I specialize in insurance mitigation, so I'm always thinking about how to offset. I'm not perfect, but I try to figure ways to offset and decrease the likelihood of liabilities, decrease the likelihood of losing money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm always trying to learn as much as I can. So that's how I look at Hyre and Turo. They're similar in nature, but completely different markets. One, Hyre is about how to earn income. That's the demographic. You're renting to people that want to earn income with Amazon Flex, Postmates, DoorDash, Grubhub. And I used to do these. I used to actually work actively and heavily on these apps as well. So I understand some of the psychology. Next, for Turo, the demographic is about the experience, tourism, having a great time. That's cool. But it's a different demographic. So when tourism's down, people got to work, right? When people are not working as much, they want to go traveling. See how it's opposite? That's my mentality. I go deeper into that, but that's the reason why I'm on both platforms, diversify. So that's the first level, offsetting any type of risk. You must diversify yourself. That's how you do it. Diversify yourself by considering Hyre, also, which is another great app. And then the cool thing about this, so if the prices go down or you're not getting what you need to be paid, whatever the case is, you offset yourself and you start actually renting on Hyre as well and offset there. Just make sure you don't have the same vehicle on both platforms, because that's breaking Turo's exclusivity agreement. And a lot of other platforms have an exclusivity agreement where you can't do that. And you don't want to do that anyway. So you always want to make sure your vehicle's only on one of the platforms at a time, not at the same time. So that's voiding your contract. So that's the thing. So offsetting risk, finding different platforms to add yourself to. I do love Turo, don't get me wrong, but like I said, I was on Hyre well before Turo, because I do believe in diversification, and you should do it too. Next, in Turo, Layn Turo University that I left below the playlist, and Layn Hyre University, I teach ways on how to go outside the app and bring money into the app and keep and retain customers for yourself. The way you go about doing this, you create business cards. Make sure all business cards always have a QR code. You don't want to waste people's time having to type in a long URL code for your Turo host profile or for your Hyre affiliate link that I've also mentioned many times in many of my videos in Layn Hyre playlist that's down below. And the next idea is getting something like this. On Turo, you can add extras. Think outside the box. Give maybe a handheld video game like this. Something small like this costs like maybe $5, $10. You could charge maybe $5 per day for something like this, or maybe a Game Boy Advance, or some type of video game, or something, or a bike, or a surfboard. Adding extras and making it more experience, making it more appealing to people that travel. Is you have to understand the demographics about a good time and experience, or maybe renting out a basketball, stuff like that, or camping chairs or tents. You could do that and charge them for extras. Pretty cool. You make money pretty quickly that way, and you make it easy and convenient for them on the Turo platform. That's how you do it. And also, what you want to do, create business cards, like I said. Maybe become friends with like real estate agents. I'm also real estate licensed as well. Become friends with real estate agents, management companies, brokers that are real estate, because they oftentimes know when they have an open house, or they move someone in, or someone bought the house. They know when escrow closed, so now they know someone might be looking for a new car, or maybe they need a car because they're new to your town. Maybe their car broke down. Whatever the case is, they give you your business card. On your business card, it has your QR code they can scan with their phone and bring you right to your page, sign up, and voila, that's your customer now. And they have a tangible business card. And you can take a picture of the business card and give it to the agent, so they keep sending and texting people your business card. Same is true for Hyre. Sign up to become a Hyre affiliate, put on your business card in a QR code fashion, meet up with maybe restaurant owners or even grocery stores, leave your cards there, the manager could give it out on your behalf, etc., etc., etc. These are ways to actually go about offsetting your costs and also bringing up your price from outside incomes, and how to earn extra income by teaming up with real estate agents, teaming up with insurance agents as well. They have a lot, because I'm also insurance licensed for you guys that don't know. So oftentimes we know when someone has a claim, etc., etc., etc. How to team up with body shops, because oftentimes if someone went through a car accident, they need a car to rent. Why go to Enterprise when they go to you, Conrad Layn, or you if you're watching me? That's what you do with the business cards. You bring money in. So I have so many different episodes. I've went over that tactics. Like I said, I am real estate licensed and insurance licensed. And I teach how to actually get in contact and how to actually create your business card, how to get the QR code, and how to actually bring business in. I leave all my profiles in every video I release on on YouTube, pardon me. I have a lot of videos. I have a whole strategy dedicated to how to make you money, and for very little for your time, and for very little for what you actually get. So if you're serious about earning money, follow the links below. I left 3. But the most important ones I would say to really pay attention to is Layn Turo University and Layn Hyre University below the 2 playlists. A lot of videos, a lot of different content, absolutely for free. I'm not charging you guys for it. And I'll also put Layn Turo IPO journey, just going over the intrinsic value. I'm a real deal. I do invest in stocks. I'm a power host. I leave my link below, my public profile below on every single video. So if you want to check me out, you see I constantly have a rise. I'm very active. I have 5 stars. I'm a 5-star host. And yeah, I love you guys. Like, subscribe, share. And that's how you make money. And that's how you earn extras. And that's how you do it, people. Like, subscribe, share. Follow me on Instagram at Conrad Layn. Peace.